Yes, I'm back. And today I would like to talk about why I use the terms melanoid to referring to people of melon, preferably my people of African descent or from the Caribbean, Jamaica, just all over the place. And why I don't use the term, or I try not to use the term black referring to my people, and why I use the term European, except when I'm talking about white supremacy. And why I don't call a lot of them white people. Because the terms black and white were classifications given to us between the 1850 and the 1930s. So America had adapted a demographic uphill in the United States to connect to a reorganization of racial order. Because in my belief, I believe that they gave a lot of Europeans the term white to make poor whites believe that they were better than quote unquote black people, like the poor blacks, preferably the ones that came out of slavery. When really they both were in the same boat. They were both disenfranchised and poor and lacked education and resources and economics. Excuse me. Because the term Caucasian, if you didn't know, that didn't even come into play until the late 1700s. That word was made up by a German philosopher named Christopher Meiners. He believed the Caucasians were better than the Mongolian people, aka melanoid people, because that's one of the terms they referred to quote unquote black people before the term black came into play. We weren't called black. They weren't calling black people black before the 1700s, and they weren't calling European people white before the 1700s. You were European, or you were, if you were quote unquote black, they referred to you as Mongolian, melanoid, melon people, people of the sun. Another term was Moors or Moorish people. Those were people of Northwest Africa, or they were Muslims from Africa mixed with Berber and an Arab descent. And they also called melanoid people Sumerians. Those were one of the original quote unquote black people from Africa, Egypt to be specific. And you would learn that if you checked out any of the Hidden Color films as well, because they're big on that, explaining what the original name was. Because Caucasian, the root word of Caucasian is Caucasus, and studies have shown that Europeans came from the Caucasus Mountains, the caves, the Ice Age, things of that nature. Because I really thought about this when I was younger too. I just didn't know the type of word to substitute black, because I knew at a young age I wasn't black. Like, if you think you're black, you're not. Look at your skin and look at something black, like a stove top or a TV. If you were black, you would blend in with that. Or if you have a black tattoo, like I have one tattoo, you wouldn't be able to see my tattoo if I was really black. If you look up the word black, this is what we don't do. We don't even know the definition of our regular everyday terms, because the word black really means the lacking of brightness to absorb light without a reflection. And the term white basically means without hue. And I'll post a link in my description, along with a video from a very intelligent brother. You should check out his YouTube page. It's titled Real Nagas, REELNAGAS, and that term really means king, or the term negas, Negus. See, they took those terms and flipped it to something negative, like Negroes, the term they used back in them days, and they still use them behind closed doors. Niggers and niggas. See, they flipped our word that was originally brought upon us. Because if you look up the term negas, Negus, or nagas, Nagas, that really means king or emperor. You can look that up if you think I'm bullshitting. All you have to do is go on dictionary.com or type it in on Google. It will give you an explanation of those terms. But yeah, I just thought I would explain that to you guys. I know some of you probably were wondering, why does he always say meloniod or melon in European? And that's why. So yeah, that's pretty much all I got for right now. Like I said, articles in the description, along with a video. If you have time to watch the video, because this video is not going to be short, by the way. It's almost 30 minutes, but it's very informative, and it'll open your pineal gland if it already hasn't been open. So leave me your thoughts, get in the comments, like, subscribe, share the video.